What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So in this video, I wanted to talk to you about stimulus. Yet again, I wanted to go over the fact of the real reason why the Republicans are waiting, why they have it on pause when it comes to the stimulus checks. Now, I did get a lot of comments about my chocolate milk in one of my previous videos, so I brought the chocolate milk back. I didn't have it for the previous video that I just uploaded yesterday, but the chocolate milk is back. This is delicious. Love chocolate milk. So it's going to be here probably in every video now, as long as I have it in the house. If I don't, I won't substitute regular milk. I'll find a way around it, but whatever. Before I get into this video, make sure you hit the like button on this video. Also, hit the subscribe button. 80 to 85% of you guys, I checked my last video, it was 86% that were not subscribed that watched my video. So please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I just got to 70,000 subscribers, so thank you so much. Also, make sure you enter my giveaway, which all you have to do is go over to my Instagram, DM me, and let me know that you want to enter the giveaway and that you're subscribed to both of my YouTube channels, this one and the Perry Experience channel. So like I said, I wanted to take this time to talk about the real reason why the Senate is not acting on the stimulus. I mean, it's a Republican-controlled Senate. It's obviously a Republican-controlled White House. And that's really what you're dealing with now. You have it passed by, the Democratic House. Now we have to really get into the Senate and have Donald Trump pass it as well. So why are they not acting on it? Why are they not saying that people still need funding and, what do we have, 80 to 90% of Americans saying that, we need more money, and businesses, I guess, saying they need more money as well, which technically can have a way of going back to the individual. So why are they not acting on it? Well, there are some reasons behind this, and I have some speculation here. So it is speculation, but it does make sense to me and to a lot of people that I talked about. I made sure I ran this by some people before I speculate on YouTube. But what they did so far, I mean, they claim that they wanted to take a break for the holiday, which is understandable. You take a break for the holiday, you take that full week, 2 weeks off, and they also said that they wanted to have the wait and see approach. Now they did have time before you got to the holiday. But you really don't need to have this wait and see approach if you do have a lot of people that are struggling out there. Also, they said they wanted to assess the first check. So to make sure that people are spending it in the right places, that people are getting value out of it, they need time to assess it because some people weren't spending it. And we all know the reason why some people weren't spending it, just because they never knew if they were going to get into a dire situation where they truly need it. There are people out there that lost their job and then they were using their savings, so they didn't use the stimulus check money yet, and then eventually they used the stimulus check money once they got low enough. Now, when you think about all of this stuff that they claimed, they said they wanted the wait and see approach, they wanted to assess the first check, really it's all about the excuses. I mean, they have excuses, and I don't really think that they're valid excuses, but they have excuses. Now, all of these excuses, they have some sort of meaning behind it, and I'm going to give you what my speculated meaning is. And remember, this is all speculation, this is my opinion. Now, the first thing is that they're waiting for the virus to go away, which obviously if you heard Donald Trump speak in the past, he said that it goes away with hotter weather, with warmer weather, and it'll just, disappear. And they're waiting for that to happen. They're waiting for it to dwindle down, people in isolation, so, the virus is just going to go away. Well, I'm going to tell you that it's not just going to go away. It's going to be here, and then people are going to get infected, and then more people are going to get infected. It's going to turn into something bigger and stronger, and then the people that already had it are going to get something similar to that again. So it's not going to go away, and if you're waiting for that, it's not going to happen. But they're waiting for it to go away just so they have some positive news to say, hey, we don't need a stimulus check. We don't need funding to go to these places because the virus is over. The virus is gone. Also, they're looking to reopen the country. There's numerous reports out there, numerous articles talking about reopening the country. And how does reopening the country help out with stimulus funding and getting money out there to individuals? Well, if you reopen the country and people can get back to work with no thought of ever being sick, then they're going to say, oh, well, the country's open. You can get back to work if you wanted to. Just go out and get a job. You don't need stimulus. Just go out and get a job. Even though there are a number of businesses that have closed down, that have, small businesses that have closed their doors, also bigger businesses that have, and it's just not going to be the same in any way. And you need to be able to get back up to that point. They also wanted to say that the $1,200 that they did receive is good enough. Everybody got their help and, everybody was able to pay their bills. But it goes to show there's so many surveys out there that state that people need more money. The $1,200 was not enough. I have comment section that tells me that it was not enough. And so many other YouTubers have comment sections that tell you that it was not enough. So if all these people are telling you physically to your face, in comments or right in front of you saying, it wasn't enough, give us more, then you obviously need more. Now, I took some time to actually think about this and ran this by a couple of people because I'm thinking about it and obviously trying to put things together. But since the founding of this country, we've really been focusing on the weakest person. And let me explain when it comes to that. Now, I know you may be confused by saying that. Most people say we live and die off of our strongest asset or something like that. I think that this country survives off of its weakest people. Now, hear me out here. The weaker the weakest person in this country is, the more that they will have to be forced to work. And how does this country, thrive? It was first started with trade. You obviously traded goods one for another. Then you started trading labor. And that's where we're looking at this. You're trading labor for money, currency that, the US made up or a country makes up. So if you have the weakest person that needs to work to be able to make this currency that is made up, well, now it's obviously a thing, but if you have the weakest person to work, they need the money to work, so they're going to work. Now, if they don't need the money, that's what they're afraid of, that the country will fail because we don't have the weakest person still being weak. Does that make sense to you? Now, I hate to think like this, but you go back to, slavery, you go back to so many eras where, people were working for free, and that's how this country was built. So then you get to a point to where people are working for lower wages, working at, let's say, Walmart, working at, I don't know, a construction company. Maybe they're working for a lower wage there, a janitor, something like that. They're working to build something up and make that company better and bigger. Now, if those people don't need to work, if they're getting $2,000 a month, do they need to work? They don't need to work because all of their basic needs are met. And they can focus on creating their own business and getting someone under them to work. And then obviously that person that's under them can branch out and make their own decision as well. So it would be a trickle up economy if we did give people money, but they don't want that to happen, because if it does happen, then our weakest becomes stronger. And then it makes our strongest become weaker. Now, that's what I've been thinking about when it comes to this country. It's something that's a little more complex to comprehend, but it does make sense. It makes sense in totality. Obviously, if it goes back to slavery, where people were working, for nothing, and then it goes to a point to where people are making, pennies or dollars or whatever the currency is, and then it gets to a point to where now you're forced to work. You have a number of poorer individuals that outweigh or outnumber the amount of rich people in this company, the 1%, and now they're all working and they're forced to work in order to survive in this country. This is why if everybody decided to trade stocks, the country wouldn't thrive that way, because people wouldn't be working, companies wouldn't be in business because they don't have anybody to build their company up. So that's what it's all about. You don't need to be stuck in a time period to where it was just like people were working for pennies on the dollar, people were working for very small amounts of money. You can give people a minimum wage or a minimum income that they would get per year, and then be able to thrive after that, by working a job. Most people will want to make more money because the human race, believe it or not, is greedy. So this is the real reason why the Senate has not moved. They're basically saying that they want to keep the country the way it is, because I think we're going to have a totally new, a totally restructured country here when it comes to us getting, settled after the pandemic. So they want it to be the same way it was. They want to wait to reopen the country so that they don't have to make any of these changes, that things can be predictable still. And I think that they needed to pass this before they went on break. That would have been amazing. Obviously, for so many people to have this money in their hands would be absolutely amazing. So I'm going to end the video there. I don't want to make this too complex of a video, but I have a lot of thoughts that go through my mind when it comes to economics, when it comes to, business, it comes to just people in general. I have so many things that I want to talk about, but I don't want to express it all in one video because it would be a ridiculously long video. But that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Let me know exactly what you think about, why they're not moving, why the Senate's not moving. And, it could be your opinion. I want to know exactly what your opinion will be. But this is my opinion, and hopefully you see it through. But That's my video, guys. Make sure you hit the like button on this video. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And I do a giveaway every single week. So all you have to do in order to enter that giveaway is go up to my Instagram. I think it might be here or here, right there, I think. Go ahead and go over to my Instagram. Let me know that you want to enter the giveaway and that you are subscribed to both of my YouTube channels, the Perry Experience and this channel that you're watching. But I'm going to go ahead and take a sip of this chocolate milk, and I'm going to have to get out of here. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.